Director Mechanical Engineering Production. I'm looking after the in Railway Board, and I've been looking after the activities related to workshops and disaster management and new development of new technologies over Indian Railways. And I'm also looking after the part of the machinery and plant production, workshops, disaster management, as well as new technology development. These issues I'm looking after in Railway Board. So I would just because I'm sorry, I had to prepone it because of the Republic Day arrangements here. We had to vacate our offices before time, so I had to prepone the classes. So I would just start as fast. Okay, just let me, before starting about WISE, I will just like to give a brief. Somehow people must, some may not be very much aware of the workshops. So see, most of the rolling stock is basically we are having mainly we are having the preventive maintenance schedules as well as breakdown maintenance schedules. So you must be knowing about the breakdown maintenance schedules, which are normally happening in our sick lines, and they are normally done in open line. But the major schedules, that is the periodic overhauling of rolling stock, is being done in workshops, and it's a preventive schedule. And India, still we are not on the predictive maintenance system. It's more a time-bound system of maintenance. So so workshops are basically instrumental in doing the periodic overhauling of the rolling stock. You must be knowing that normally our wagons are overhauled because this is a wagon freight based class. So I would like to tell that wagons are normally overhauled at the open wagons are normally overhauled at around 4.5 years, and the closed wagons are overhauled at 6 years interval. That is a thumb rule. Okay. So just I will share a small presentation. Okay, so I will just is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I would just share about a brief about the workshop information system. Basically, earlier the system was manual. You must be knowing the systems were manual in railways, and all the data was being transferred through controls. The data was made on registers, and the movement of the coaches, the sick marking of the coaches, the fitness of the coaches. Just a minute. So so the movement of the coaches, the sick marking, the maintenance was done manually. But gradually, we have shifted from the system of the manual system of record keeping to now a digital system. I think you must have had class about FMM. So that is a freight management module. So like all the records, like when was the wagon last marked sick, what defects have been attended on the wagon last time, when was it last overhauled, all these records are available on FMM. But workshops information system is basically a module specialized for workshops, and it is mainly meant to to monitor the movement and activities happening within the workshops. Okay, so when the wagons come from wagons or coaches, because workshops overhaul all type of rolling stocks like wagons, coaches, locomotives. So whenever a rolling stock comes from open line to a workshop, it is handed over. It's handed over from that concerned module. Like for the coaching, it's the CMM module. For wagon, it's the FMM module. So the module basically hands over the wagon or the rolling stock from FMM to say WISE, or from CMM to WISE. So basically, the good thing is these systems are talking to each other. The information which is available on CMM is freely shared with information available on workshops. So we know as soon as a wagon enters into the workshop, we do not need a manual information or a paper or something. We know when was it last attended, what were the last six particulars, whether there was a detachment of the wagon or not. So these informations are available with us, and accordingly the workshops can plan their activities, whatever is to be done. And apart from it, when the wagons, when the wagons are made fit, so all the activities which are taking place in the wagons, including what material is being changed, which shops it is touching, what manpower. In fact, you can pinpoint the manpower that this person has done this activity in which shop. So the pinpointing of the specific manpower, everything, we have modules on workshop information systems, and when you follow this complete module, all sort of information, pinpointed information is available. The time, date, time, which date, which shop the rolling stock touched, when it got fit, who people, the number of persons who attended it, the specific activities done, that specific material which has been changed. So the complete system has been digitalized. So with a click, you can get any sort of information about any rolling stock which has touched the workshop and has been moved on the workshop information system. So just I will see, this is the key features. This is centralized custom built app for all workshops. See, this app is an integrated app. It's not like it is means that there are about 40 PUH workshops, on Indian Railways, and this is a common portal, or you can say app, which is working, which is being operated by all the workshops. So the database is a common database. All the information is coming to a common database, and by using the respective filters, you can retrieve the information based on your requirement. The realistic capturing of business processes across all workers. That I'm saying, I already told the manpower, the material, what sort of things have been put in the rolling stock, when it moves from one shop to another. So, like for people who have not attended the workshop, I don't know. Some probationers might be there. See, workshops are having a number of activities, like when you lift the wagon, take out the bogie, then you have body repair sections, you have bogie repair sections, you have got furnishing sections, you have got under frame and the air brakes testing and systems. Then you have got the painting sections. You have got the final testing sections. So there are a number of sections. So which section the rolling stock was placed on which day? All activities are recorded on this file. The real-time status of rolling stock of PUH. You will get which particular coach number or wagon number is at which stage of overhauling. You will get that figure. Automatic calculation of cycle time. Definite cycle time is a time which a workshop takes to overhaul a rolling stock. So it's very easy, because whenever a rolling stock is handed over, it's handed over from say FMM wagon, say it's handed over from FMM to workshop on vice, and when we make it fit, we immediately hand it over from vice to FMM. So the period during which it has remained on vice, that will be considered as a cycle time of the PH of the workshop. So cycle time, then entire maintenance cycle time of rolling stock here. That I told you. That since the systems are talking to each other, we will be having all sorts of information which will be carried forward from FMM or CMM to our WISE module. That when was the wagon last marked sick, or when was it last overhauled. So these things will be available so that we can take corrective action and take specific action on specific rolling stock as per the requirement and as per the history of the rolling stock. Material and labor hours can be booked. See, workshops are labor intensive places. So see, manpower is very important component of a POH, what you call periodic overhauling. You need to know that about 40 to 50% cost of the overhauling of a rolling, normally a wagon or a coach, goes into the manpower. So optimum utilization of manpower is also very essential to reduce, or you may say optimize, the maintenance costs in workshops. So we can keep a track of the labor hours which are being deployed on rolling stock by this module. Similarly, the other part which I told, say 40% is the labor part or 50% is the labor part. So another 60% maybe around material part. So that is also important. The things which are required to be replaced should be replaced, and things which are not required to be replaced should not be replaced. I mean to say, must change items have to be replaced. Items required to be replaced on condition basis have to be replaced. but we should not have that liberty that we start replacing items which are repairable, because that increases our cost. So these activities, monitoring of these activities, help us optimize the cost of our maintenance and deployment of manpower. I've already discussed that these apps are already integrated with CMM, FMM. So all the information is readily available with us. See, this wise, because it is basically a portal, a common server linked through internet. So accessibility to any shop, any rolling stock in any workshop. See, there is a by having a username or ID, you can all user ID and a password. You can have access to Wise very simply. It's very seamless. You don't need a It's not a dedicated. It's on a server, common server. So you can readily access this data. You only need the authorization. That is the username and the password. And all necessary reports we can obviously whatever requirement is there for us for railway board level, we have made our formats according to which the reports can be generated by us. Similarly, the CWs of the workshops or the CMEs of the zonal railways, whatever is their requirement, based on that the online reports can be generated or through Wise. So I more or less I have covered the core of the Wise. Now I will just go through small just for your knowledge. There are about 34 coaching workshops, 19 wagon workshops, 5 diesel loco workshops, and 6 electric loco workshops currently on Indian Railways. And we have provided 40 these all 40 workshops we have provided, means there are a number of common workshops also. So net there are 40 PH workshops, and we have provided the functionality of Wise on all the workshops of Indian Railways. This application is integrated with CMM, FMM, iPass, and IMMS. See, iPass is a module related to the salary and the account system. So that is also integrated, so that man-hour deployment can also be easily be done, because on rolls persons who are there, that can be linked with the deployment on the on the rolling stock. So iPass and IMMS is basically a system of stores, material management system. So that is also integrated with this. This is basically a brief list of shops. I will just because this is a freight module, so I will just show you the freight shops. See, these are the major 5 freight workshops of Indian Railways: Raipur, Kota, Jamalpur, Jhansi, and Rainapur. Apart from these, there are smaller workshops which are doing something common, like Isaac Nagar, Jagadri, Lilua, Hubli, New Bongaigaon, Perambur, and Kurdwadi. These are other workshops of freight. See, these are the functionalities which are there in Wise. I will not go into the details. I will just go into the major modules of this. This is a bit detailed. So I will just go into the major modules. See, there are about 7 to 8 major modules. One is the rolling stock module. Rolling stock module, you can just go through it. Mainly, it is about what rolling stock, whatever I have explained you. Rolling stock in, out of workshop, berthing, where the rolling stock is placed. See, 100-day failure. This is a major benchmark of the quality check of the workshops. The number of coaches and wagons, if they turn sick after being turned out from workshops within 100 days, that is for coaches, and for 90 days it's for wagons. So that data was also coming back to us, because CMM and FM are talking to each other. So as soon if we put a wagon or a coach out from our system to CMM or FM, and as soon as the wagon becomes sick, the data, if it becomes sick within 100 days, the data automatically comes with us that okay, this wagon was turned out and this has become sick because of this reason on this date at this place. So that feedback system is also there in the module. What you have done, you will get a feedback immediately. Similarly, job creations. This is basically planning plan. How you plan on the rolling stock, stage inspection, then allocation of job, change repair, rolling stock holding. This is also a very important parameter. Because rolling stock are earning assets, so we need to control the number of rolling stock which are there under maintenance. So we get an online, on the portal, anytime I can tell as on date, this time only, at around say 3:15 in the afternoon, I can tell how many wagons, how many coaches, how many locomotives are there in workshop under maintenance. So that is the online status which is available on Wise. So if anybody turns out one wagon or one loco just now, so it will reduce. If something comes, it will. So it's an online. So we can have an online view of the number of rolling stock lying idle basically, because it is not being used for business purpose. So this is a very important parameter. Then outturn etc. Obviously you have targets and you have to meet the targets. See POH history, rolling stock conversion. See NTXR. Now you must be knowing that there is a system of neutral TXR. Somebody must have told you in wagon class also. There is a system of neutral TXR, a neutral person who is taking the wagons after they have been the work is completed. So now in fact the neutral TXR offering is also being done through WISE. So he has to make it fit through WISE portal. So we know that whether a wagon has been marked fit, and only after it is marked fit through NTXR only, sorry, then only we consider it as fit. So a neutral, this thing has also been regulated through WISE portal. The second module is the material module. I've already told you that material is a very important component, and we must be knowing how much material is being deployed in which type of rolling stock, and material which is supposed to be deployed is deployed, and whether a surplus material or extra material is not being consumed. So see, complete material requirement, AC, shop floor inventory, everything is available on WISE, and you can have an online position, warranty claims, scrap disposal. Everything is in this module. Assembly modules, this is basically the actual periodic overhauling, which you call the QH, where you have various assemblies. Like I've told you, that you have got bogies, you have got shell, you have got number of assemblies which you assemble, disassemble for maintenance, then you assemble them back. So this is basically the core work of the QH, which we know. We have a pinpointed information that if a bogie goes or a wheel is being turned, so which particular wheel has been turned by which person. If it goes, fails in open line, or which particular bearing has been maintained by which person. That pinpointing, that level of pinpointing is available on WISE, because I will know the person who has actually done the job. So this assembly module ensures that you can pinpoint which person. So if you have failures, you can pinpoint persons, you can pinpoint badges, we can pinpoint shops, so that you can take corrective action. This is basically these are the three core modules. Just to remind you, rolling stock module. Uh, so rolling stock module. Second is the material module. Third is the assembly module. Then we have the management dashboards. I've already told you what is to be seen by whom. So we have specific dashboards for specific people, like the headquarter dashboard, that is the zonal railway board dashboard. What I will show you the railway board dashboard in just a few seconds. And then there you have got the CWM dashboard, that is the head of the workshop. How we see it, and there's a forecast also that you should be having a planning that whether which type of rolling stock is coming towards your workshop. So since the CMM and FM are already integrated with WISE, so you know that which wagons or which coaches have been booked to your workshop. You know what is coming, so you can plan accordingly. You can have working spaces accordingly based on this. These are no master data interfaces. Basically, holiday master means basically manpower related things, target outturn and master sheet. Then you have production planning module. This is basically the module where you do the paperwork. What work has to be done, and so paperwork has now been replaced with this portal. So what you in fact whenever your wagon comes or a coach comes, you prepare work orders for specific activities. So work orders which include the man hours, the material, everything. Then you have booking of material. All these things are now on the production planning module. Okay. So already I have told you these things. Just a minute. So, calculation of material cost on rolling stock, calculation of man hours on rolling stock, assembly. This is already I've discussed with you. Regarding this integration, CMM you must be knowing. FMM is the freight management module. IPASS is basically the accounts and the personal module. IMM is the stores module. UDM is the user depot module. This basically gives you information what is the material available in your stores depot, so that you can accordingly plan that if the material is not available, you can suggest, you can tell your store's counterpart that this material is shortfall, is under shortfall, this material will be required or not. This UDM is also talking to wise. So this is a very good sort of a system where these all softwares are integrated, and they can just talk to each other. So in this way you can have a integrated approach, so that the resources, the available manpower, the other resources, planning, everything can be integrated, and you can do things in a cost effective and a cost effective manner with quality also, because material obviously at one end it gives us the cost part also, at the other end if you do not put proper material, it affects the quality also. So both ways these things are important. Okay, so this I have just given you the this thing. I will just show you. I would just like to show you the board part of the wise module, just for your you can just have a view what we are seeing, and you can appreciate when you will see the wise module what is working as of now. So I'll just share the screen just to show you the wise what is available with us on the board in railway board, right? See, it's very simple. See, it's available on a portal. I don't have to do anything. I think it's visible now. My screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay, okay, right. See, this is roams.chris.org.in. It's a website you can open from any place. You can open from your home zone. That's not a big thing. See, just log in. We have our password. I just log in here. This is the railway board. You all can see this dashboard. Smriti, is it visible? The dashboard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The dashboard is visible, sir.
See, we have dashboards, the outturns. See, the outturn, this is for the financial year 21-22. Okay, this data is from April 1 to January 28. This is a online data, live data, which so we have turned out 3,998 eligible coaches till now. It is the online data till now. Okay, if I click on it, I can get a figure of monthly also. Workshop wise, you will get a figure. Then if I click on the individual figure, I can get a month-wise figures. April, May, June, you will get month-wise figure. And these cannot be fudged, because because whenever a LHB coach enters, it enters from CMM to Wise, and when we make it fit, we have to hand it over from Wise to CMM. And as soon as we hand it over to CMM, traffic will immediately use it. So we cannot fudge figures. So this data is totally transparent and online. Okay. See, you can see LHB, ICF. This is the online data which I can monitor, or anybody on the railway board can monitor on any time of the day. Similarly, see, workshop ineffective. So this, how do you know how is it calculated? This ineffective is an online figure which is coming by taking the holding from CMM. The holding it is taking from CMM as on date. What is the holding? As on now, what is the holding? And taking the total holding of the workshops. Coaching workshops, how many coaches they are holding as of now, and it is calculating the ineffective percent of coaches. So this is the number of 2.86% of the coaches. Total fleet of the coaches over Indian Railways are with us, are with workshops as of now. So this figure we need to monitor. We need to see. You can see the pattern of this figure. Similarly, see 0.44% of the wagons. This figure is coming from FMM. You see. Similarly, all the figures they are not being manually fed. All these figures are being taken from sub portal order. right? Similarly, see the figure related to failure by outcome. Okay, so here it gives us what I told you. Immediately, as soon as the coach goes out, and if it becomes sick within 100 days, or a wagon becomes sick in 90, becomes sick in 90 days, you will immediately get a feedback, and it will add up here. So this figure is not visible as of now because we are doing some modifications in this figure. Chris is doing something because there were some issues in this figure. 100-day failure. They are working on it, so it is not visible. But this figure is also online. No manual intervention is allowed in these figures. Similarly, the cycle time figure, you can see cycle time figures. See the cycle time POH figures. So, like you can see that LHB non-AC is 22 days. If I click it, see you can get a workshop-wise figure for the complete financial year. If I click on the month figure, you will get a month-wise cycle time figure. Okay, and if I click on the rolling stock type, for each workshop, I will tell you which type, like general coach or whether it's a sleeper coach, what is the cycle time of that particular type of rolling stock in that particular workshop. So these figures are available with us radially. Cycle time, then rolling stock more than 30 days in workshops. So this is also very important parameter. You should not detain a rolling stock for whatsoever reason. It should not be detained for a very long period. So I can just have a look. I can, with a click, I will be able to tell you that 400 wagons are there in our workshop which are waiting for more than 30 days as of now. Okay, just have a look. Jamalpur has 44 wagons. Even if somebody tells, I will tell you that this is the wagon number, this is the date when it came to your workshop, and it's still waiting. Okay, so that is a type of monitoring, or that is a type of clarity which you will be having with Wise or any digital portal, whatever is available with you. Similarly, see the man hours per rolling stock. This is also not a manual thing. Whenever you are deploying your manpower through iPass, and putting it in the respective shops on a particular rolling stock, that is getting added. And whatever comes out, these figures are average figures. You click it, you will get the workshop-wise average figures for every type of, like LHB AC, LHB non-AC, ICF. So it's a very good method, in fact, to get the data, compare the data also. That in various workshops, what are the averages coming up? So you can give inputs that this is higher, this is lower. What should be the benchmark? It's very good method for having a benchmark also, right? We have complete everything we have got on the dashboard. So this is the basically main thing, and I will just show you one example of web reports. So this is a customized report. But anything, if I want to see anything, any damn thing in the workshop, I will be able to see. So I will just show you the anything which I want to see. Say I want workshop holding. Okay. Now we have number of filters. Any filter you want. Yeah, C for coaching. Okay. Now I want the say holding of the workshop. Okay. So I will select workshop here. Immediately I will get workshop name and how many coaches it is holding as of now. Okay. And the total Indian Railway. How many coaches the Indian Railways is, this is including all, demo, memo, EMUs, all added. We are holding 3,000 coaches as of now. Okay. So this is a very good thing to monitor. If you want rolling stock wise, I can give you that way also. See, if any type you want, you will get. Any number you want numbers, you will get numbers. Whatever you want, we will do. All data is on the backend. So whatever filters you want to put, you will be able to put it and have a view of decision. It's a very good tool for decision making also. We use it. In fact, we use it a lot of times in board to take suitable decisions also regarding the POH program or regarding where to send the feed. Because feed is also decided. Wagon feed decides the board where to send the feed, which workshops are starving, which are having surplus wagons. So monitoring, optimizing, taking decisions, all you can do through this Wise portal. So the only thing is you have to get it implemented on a 100%. You cannot, even if one workshop is not doing it, you will not get an all India position. So this is basically what I wanted to tell. I think I have told and taken about half an hour. Okay, so if somebody wants to ask something or tell something, I will just take 5 minutes because we need to leave. Okay. Anybody wants to ask something regarding anything you want? In fact, regarding anything related to rolling stock, because I already have 17 years of service, so you can ask anything related to rolling stock. I will try to answer. Okay.
Participants, the floor is open for questions. So if anybody has any question regarding the presentation or anything else regarding rolling stock, you can ask. Probationers, officers, and supervisors, all are welcome to ask questions. Sir, actually, I have a question
Okay.
regarding the data input, sir. I believe not all the workshops are entering these data. So, sir, is that the case? And
Okay.
what are we doing in order to?
I will tell you a hack. Okay.
Sir,
You start taking the outturn from the portal. So if they are not entering data, it will not come in the outturn. At least the wagon in, wagon out, coach in, coach out. At least will start, if you start taking all the outturn data based for all their, for all their performances, for all their APR, for all their, for all their awards, so called. If you start taking data from the portal, then I think we have been able to, by monitoring this thing, what I have told you, been able to ensure that every coach and wagon since last 2 months is passing through this portal. The only problem I am facing is the assembly module. You are right. We are facing in the assembly module. People are not filling up in the assembly module, but we are working on it. That assembly module should also. Otherwise, once you take the wagon or coach inside, you have to move it to the shops. That is there. You have to deploy the manpower. You have to make it NTXR fit. So that part is covered. But the assembly module, yes, the facing problem in assembly module. So we are working.
right, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. हेलो
हाँ मिस्टर एहतेशाम बोलिए आपकी आवाज आ रही है
yeah, I'm attending from Raipur workshop, sir. I am senior section engineer. In fact, our section and our workshop is responsible for feeding the outturn data and all. In fact, it is unthinkable how railway used to work without these wise, because so much information is available for planning and all what you have already told. It's really a very nice management tool, but we face at the very grassroots level with the shortage of infrastructure, sir, because PCs are very old, then many keyboards are very in very shabby condition. We are unable to feed. Then network problem is there. So unless it is improved at all the levels over Indian Railway, it will be hard to feed all those data, sir. Thank you, sir.
See, regarding this portal issue, I might tell you that the wise contract whichever we have ordered to Chris, the PCs are under procurement. Maybe we will be getting around 150 odd PCs. We will be distributing to workshops for implementation. With respect to internet connection, you need to take up the issue with your concerned administration, because RailNet is available everywhere on Indian Railways. So I think the system is working fine on RailNet. I am in fact working on RailNet as of now. But regarding the infrastructure part, which you were talking about, the feeding computers, etc., these are under procurement, and maybe you will be getting them in 2 to 3 weeks.
Good
Thank you
afternoon,
so
sir.
much,
I
sir.
have one question.
Name, please.
So, Punardeep Singh.
Punardeep. Okay.
So, I had a question in mind for a very
Name
long
and designation.
time, but
Okay.
yes, sir. So, I had a question for a very long time in my mind, but I think this is the right time to ask this. So, right now we are going for premature condemnation of diesel locos, but still, a total of 1,000 locomotives have been demanded from General Electric, right, for freight power, freight loading. So, since we are going for condemnation, what about those locos, sir? Will they be run directly for? Will they be run specifically for dedicated freight corridor, or will they be used on the Indian Railway track also?
See, we are trying to be a business organization. Okay, so there is no rule. Okay, जैसे कहते हैं ना कि you work in a business organization, an earning organization, not an administrative organization, more like a commercial organization. So the locals are being procured because of obviously because you have those contractual obligations. So you cannot go back from your contractual obligations. And with respect to the utility, I would just say that you should utilize them wherever you get profit. That is my view. Okay. I don't know how it will go later on, but my view is that wherever you get more profit, you deploy them. So I don't think that it will be deployed dedicated for DFC only. Based on the requirement and the profit margins only, will run that. And that should be there, even if it's not there. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I think we can have a couple of more questions. We have 5 minutes left, so anyone from the supervisor side, supervisors में से कोई कुछ पूछना चाहेगा या बोलना चाहेगा तो please, you are welcome.
Okay. I think it has been a long day. We should wrap up. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, once again for agreeing to take this session on such a short notice. This was a very interactive and very enlightening session, sir.
Okay.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. And to the participants, I would like to say that please stay back and probationers can leave. Thank you, sir.